Okay, hello, Power Life Live. My name is Jasmine. This is going to be a Power to Express flow. There is a link in the video description if you'd like to follow along with some music, some good tunes for flow, and just find an open space that's available for you to move. So, before we get started, funny story about my week. I have a really great friend who got engaged like a couple of months ago, which is so exciting. And she's getting married in November, so a few months from now. And she asked me to be a part of the wedding. So I was like, yes, I'd love to be a bridesmaid. She is totally super organized, and I am totally not super organized. And I'm always feeling like I'm falling behind from her updates and texts and all this kind of stuff. Earlier this week, I had like 5 missed calls from her while I'm in a meeting at work, and I was like, oh no, what did I do wrong? Whenever I call her back, I'm like ready to apologize. And she explains that she has received some devastating news. Her fiance received some news that he is going to have to move for work for like 6 months, and she won't be able to see him. Due to the nature of this move and their needs for things, they had to get married before he left. So she learned probably like 4 days before he had to depart, and he left earlier this week. So, because of the urgency of everything, me and one of my other good friends, we stayed together and went to the park with them one day, and they got eloped, and we were their witnesses. So, super fun because know that she's a super organized person. I felt the need to be really here for her this week and help her through this. And what's been really amazing is her ability to adapt. She was saying that, this was always the end goal, was for them to be married. They'll still have the ceremony in November for her picture perfect wedding, but she was totally content with how things needed to be right now because of their relationship. And I think that's a super great perspective that has really inspired me in my life and especially in my practice, the way that we can always show up to our mat and adapt to our situations, our circumstances, and our movements. And we're going to play with that during our flow. So go ahead, hit play on your playlist, and we will get started in Shavasana. So I want you to take up space and get nice and cozy wherever you are. Maybe begin to tune in with your breath. You can shut down your eyes. Relax through your shoulders and your neck. And just be. You've given yourself the space right here and right now. And we adapt all the time, anytime we make it into our sacred practice. You have no idea what movements we're about to do for the next 45-ish minutes. And know that you are completely empowered to be just as you are and adapt, whatever that may look like. Find a few more deep breaths just on your own. Take a full body scan and maybe mentally release any of the tension that you may be holding in spaces in your body. Make your next inhale the biggest one of your day. And exhale, let everything go. So you inhale, pull both knees into your chest and find a supine figure 4. Breathe here. So I want you to bring your right ankle to your left knee. And you can hold your knee in close to your chest if you'd like to deepen the stretch. Find a bind underneath your left knee. Pull your knee in closer. Flex or point your toes to protect your knee. And feel the stretch in your right hamstrings and outer hips. You can allow your eyes to remain heavy. Big inhale. And as you exhale, switch out your feet. Ooh, find the same sensation. It may not look the exact same. And just be. Continue to relax through your upper body. Breathe into your left side. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your feet. And as you inhale, pull your knees into your chest. Very softly begin to rock forward and back down the length of your mat. Rock yourself all the way into a tabletop pose. Begin to work into your cat and cow. So inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat's pose, round down in your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Take a few at your own breath and follow the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Can add in any motion that feels organic to you. Maybe you have a hip swivel, shoulder dips, neck rolls. Make it yours. Your time, your space to adapt and warm up your body. Take a few more rounds on your own. On your next inhale, find a neutral spine. Prepare for a lifted tabletop. So tuck your toes and lift your knees to a hover. Pause here. Find a micro bend in your elbows that creates blood flow in your arms and allows you to continue to build strength. Squeeze your belly button up and in towards your spine. You're going to feel this a lot in your lower core. Stay high on your toes. Slow knee drops here. Inhale, lower your knees to a hover. And exhale, gently lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Whew, you've got it. Take a few more on your own. You're going to feel a little bit of a burn in your quads and your core. And I want you to embrace it. Tap into it a little bit. That's how we grow stronger. Not here for long. Give it 4, 3, tabletop in 2, and 1. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Melt your heels low towards the earth and lift your hips up high. You can place your hands about shoulder distance width apart. Spread your fingertips out wide to engage in through your palms. Maybe you bend your knees, walk your dog. Make it organic for you. As you inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, sink them low. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tiptoe to ragdoll pose and breathe. Step your feet out nice and wide. Hinge from your hips. Find a big bend in your knees so you can give all the love into your hamstrings. There's lots of variation that you can have here. So maybe you grab opposite elbows and you can sway from right to left. Shake your head yes, and then no. Maybe you even open up through your shoulders and create a bind. Breathe into the stretch. Stay here. Wherever you're at, take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, find standing at attention, Samasthiti, and breathe. So just press into your feet. I want you to shut down your eyes for a moment. Look tall through the crown of your head. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to just honor you, your practice, your space. And maybe a little bit, think of the ways that you can adapt to this movement right now. Let go of the things that do not serve you. And tune in to the beauty and the virtue that this movement can bring. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Gently blink open your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. And breathe. So a mountain pose is exactly how it sounds. Engage through your quads and reach tall through your fingertips. Lengthen through your side body so you can extend energy through your hands. And as you do so, pull your shoulders down your spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Take it slow. Inhale, halfway lift, pause. Gently press your hands into your shin or thighs. Flatten your back and point the crown of your head forward in your space. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. And stay. This to me always feels super easy compared to lifted tabletop. So create a long line of energy from the crown of your head and through your heels. Actively push away the earth beneath you. Squeeze your belly button in towards your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your body with control. Inhale, low cobra pose. Breathe. Gently peel your chest off of the earth and press the tops of your feet into the earth so much so that your kneecaps slightly lift. Find little to no weight in your hands. Take a breath in. Exhale, release down. 2 more cobras. Inhale, low cobra, rise. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Let's flow a little bit, breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, slight change. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, chaturanga. First one of class, find a high to mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, broaden through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. 2 breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Let's move on. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Katasana. And breathe. Nice. So it's physically like you're sitting in a chair. Sink your weight into your heels and lighten up through your toes. Sometimes it feels good to lift all 10 toes. Tuck your tailbone under. Reach your arms up and forward. Inhale. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Stay. To stay low in your chair, squeeze your inner thighs towards one another like magnets. Extend your arms back and spiral your triceps towards one another. Pull your shoulders up. Exhale, get heavy in your right foot. Inhale, single leg mountain. Breathe. Lift your left knee to about hip height. Flex all the way through your toes. You'll feel your leg get a little bit lighter. Find a strong mountain pose in your upper body. Inhale. Exhale, standing figure 4. Stay. Similar to the supine figure 4 we did on our back, bring your left ankle to your right knee. As you sink low, it's almost as though you're in your chair pose, so ground into your right foot. Stay lifted and engaged in your upper body. Exhale. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Land light and breathe. Place your feet about hip distance width apart. Stack your front knee on top of your front ankle. Hinge your upper body forward. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Now, align your shoulders directly on top of your hips. Can be some variation with your back leg. Sometimes it feels good to straighten it to find a deeper bend, and sometimes for me, it feels better to have a slight bend in my back knee. Whatever works for you. Relax your shoulders down your spine. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe. So point your front toes towards the front of your space. Parallel your back heel with the back edge of the wall. Press your shoulders down. Reach long fingertip to fingertip. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Reach up and then back with your top arm. Find little to no weight in your back hand. It's easy to lose or bend in our front knee, so reshift into your warrior two legs. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Curl your hands down. Breathe. Now point all 10 toes forward. Press firmly into your right foot and lighten up through your fingertips. We're going to play a little bit here. Exhale. As you inhale, reach your right arm forward. Exhale, lounging lizard, and breathe. Yeah, so point your right toes forward and sink onto your left heels. And as you do so, allow your hips to stay lifted. Press into your left palms. Exhale. Inhale, lift your hips high. Extend your arms forward. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, sink low. One more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, low lunge, back forward. Exhale, chaturanga, send your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Let's get our other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Heavy in your left butt. Inhale, single leg mountain. Breathe. Nice. So on this side, be mindful of your hips. Press your left or right hip down so your hips remain in line with one another. Gently bend in your standing left knee. Send energy through your toes. Inhale. Exhale, standing figure four. Breathe. Nice. Find the stretch in your outer hip. Align your elbows with one another to stay tall through your upper body. Into your left leg. Exhale. Inhale, single leg mountain reset. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Breathe. Nice. Pay attention to your back heel. Lift it high so you can shift low into your front knee. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Pull your shoulders back so your chest can be nice and tall. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Engage through your core to find a deep depth into your lunge. Face your palms in towards one another. Good. Re-sink low into the burn that you feel on your legs. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And stay. Breathe. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Press firmly through both of your feet. Nice. Press your shoulders down and away from your ears. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Square your shoulders to the side that you're facing. Open up through your left hip and squeeze your front knee towards the left. Lengthen through your left side body. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Ooh, same thing. Breathe. Stack your front knee on top of your front ankle. Pull your left hip back to square your hips to the earth. To lighten up your grip, maybe you spider tip through your hands. Exhale. I'm going to do it from this way. As you inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, lounging lizard, and stay. Ooh, I want to switch so you got a different perspective from me. Lengthen through your outer hip. Open up tall through your chest. You can allow your gaze to follow towards your back hand. Exhale. Inhale, lift your hips, paint the sky. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, lift. And exhale, drop. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, low lunge, top of mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work. 2 breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, let it go. 1 more. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, release. Let's flow. Adapt to your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Heavy in your right foot. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4. You've got it. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Land light. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2, spiral open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach your right hand. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, lift your hips just once. Exhale, drop. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Stay low. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Heavy in your left foot. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, lengthen. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach your left hand. Exhale, lounging lizard. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, drop. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're moving on. It'll look a little familiar. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, drinking bird, and breathe. So lift high onto your toes. Bring your hands at heart center. Fire up in your core to help stabilize this balance. I know it's a lot. You've got it. Breathe in to your work. Inhale, drop 1 inch lower. Exhale, crow pose and breathe. Plant firmly into your palms and connect your knees in towards your triceps. Squeeze your core in tight so you can lift your heel or lift your hips high. So you can stay right here on your toes, or maybe you lift 1 or both. Get playful. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Woo! Step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! A little bit of work on our back. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Make your way onto your back. So supine figure 4 crunches. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Inhale, fingertips behind your head. Exhale, lift. Raise your shoulder blades and your feet off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and crunch. Woo, you've got it on your own. Take it at your own tempo. Same principle. The more you flex for your toes, the lighter your legs will feel. Strive to raise your shoulder blades off of the earth every time that you lift. Open your elbows out wide so you can keep the work firmly into your core. You're here for 3. Hold high. Create chaturanga arms in 2. And 1. Hold high and breathe. Connect your elbows towards your shin. Gaze up out in front of you and flex through your palms. Breathe it out. Breathe it out for 4. 3. Switch it out in 2. And one. Woo. Release. Switch out to your feet. Left ankle to your right knee. Inhale, fingertips behind your head. Exhale, lift and crunch. Inhale down. Exhale up. Woo. You've got it. Take a few on your own. Continue to open up through your left knee. Lighten the grip behind your head to place the work back into your core. Big exhales every time that you lift. You've got it. Just a few more. You're here for 3. Hold high. Chaturanga arms and 2. And 1. Hold high. Flex, flex, flex. Breathe into the burn for 4, 3. Full body stretch in 2. And 1. Whew, awesome work. On your next inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock yourself up to a seat. We're going to practice our cow facing pose. So bring your left knee onto the mat. Place your right knee over it. Glue both of your hips into the earth. Just hold here for a moment. So we'll start by stretching over to our right side. Feel the lengthening on your right side. After a few breaths, you can crawl yourself over to the front. And slowly bring yourself over to your left side. This is my favorite thing. As you inhale, press yourself up and open up through your legs. Good. Crawl yourself over to your left side. Bend your knees. Voila! Other side. So we'll start on our left side. Find that same stretch. After a couple breaths, move yourself front and center. And spend a couple of moments just feeling that same stretch on your right side. And slowly return to center. Open up your legs. Make your way onto your knees. Make your way into child's pose. Child's pose just for a moment to reset, to bring your big toes to touch and open your knees out wide. Press your chest low towards the earth and reach your fingertips forward. Nice. Just take a moment to pause, honor you, your work. We've made it through a lot. And despite our circumstances, despite maybe a few times where things felt tough, you've made it exactly in the way that you were meant to do it. Take a moment to ground yourself. We have a little bit of movement. So set that same intention in your mind. Be apt to adapt. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. All right, we have a little bit more movement. You've got it. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, triangle pose, and breathe. So, lengthen through your front knee. Similar to warrior 2 legs, but a straight front knee. Press evenly into both of your feet. Lengthen through both of your side bodies. So squeeze through your obliques and open up tall through your chest. Exhale here. So inhale, find star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Breathe. Point your toes out and turn your heels in. Align your shoulders directly on top of your hips. Tuck your rib cage under. Remain active in your upper body. Exhale. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. only for a breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, single leg mountain. Woo! Launch forward this time. Exhale, standing figure 4. All right, we've made it to our peak pose today, which is flying pigeon. I need to create some space for myself. So what this looks like, you can play around with this as much as you feel. Make your way onto the earth and find a grip into your palms. Maybe you find a hook, kind of like how we practice in our core, to where you can connect your shins towards your elbows. Gaze out in front of you. You can keep your toes on the earth, or maybe you begin to lift some. Flex through your toes. Woo! So I'll give you a few moments to play with that on your own. Same thing like with our crow pose we practiced earlier. Squeeze your core in tight so you can lift your hips high. Flex all the way through your toes. Breathe into it. The fullest expression of this, you often see your back leg extended behind you. I am totally not to that level. I just got to this level from practicing this so much by teaching. So do what feels good to you. Once you finish playing, meet on an exhale, standing figure 4. So you inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, prayer twist. And breathe. So bring your left elbow towards your right knee and reach your hands towards your heart. Feel the twist from your midline. You may see your left knee want to pop out and say hey, but bring it back in line so that your hips and your knees are even with one another. Breathe into the twist. I know it's hard, but it's so good for us. Twisting is detoxing. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Second to last. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, triangle pose. Breathe. So as you see, when you lengthen your front leg, tick-tock your upper body forward and then down. Gently connect your bottom hand towards your inner thighs to open up through your top shoulder. Press into the knife edge of your back foot. Exhale. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Breathe. Parallel the outside edge of your feet towards the length of your mat or your space. Hinge from your hips and release through your shoulders. This always feels so good to me. So take your time to indulge in this right here. Spend a few breaths to feel this hit into your body. You can take time to crawl from your right to left side. Make it yours. Exhale here. With a flat back, inhale, star pose. Get really big. Exhale, warrior 2, left leg forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge, just your breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4. Whew, here we are again. Same thing. Let's play. So sometimes it feels good to even just find this connection. You can even practice it while you're upright. If you feel like you want to take this further, ground into your hands, connect to your shins, gaze out in front of you. Whew. Take your time to play and know that all the wiggles, the wobbles, the falls, totally normal. It's when we find the most success of learning new things in our body and in our mind. Breathe into it. Nice work, wherever you are with this. Once you finish your playtime, meet in your standing figure 4. Exhale here. You inhale, single leg mountain, rise tall. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, prayer twist, other side. And breathe. Strive to sink your hips lower than your heart. Press into the stretch through your side bodies. Press your shoulders down. Align your elbows on top of one another for your twist. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your final one. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work today. Let's start to wind down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Breathe. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Square your hips forward. You can check over your right shoulder to see your left leg in line with your hips. Maybe you release long into your sleeping pigeon. You can totally stay upright if that suits you better here. Just pause, breathe into your right hip. This is like my favorite yoga pose ever. Spend some time to let go. The funniest part of my friend's elopement was right in the middle of the I do's exchange. We had here in Kansas City an accidental tornado warning going off. So it was completely blue skies, but the sirens were going off and our phones were freaking out. And it just felt like for a moment, what can we win in this situation, right? What more could happen? Exhale here. Begin to press yourself up. So you inhale, tuck your back toes. Find 3-legged dog. Sometimes it feels good to open your hip. Whatever feels good to you. And as you exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, other side. Breathe. Place your left knee towards your left wrist. Check over your left shoulder this time. Square your hips. See your right leg in line. And find the same sensation on the other side. It may not look the same. Breathe. But while in the moment of that, it felt like a huge, oh, dang it, I can't believe this is happening, right? It's something that we've been laughing about during the rest of the week. It's funny how sometimes the sudden ambiguity or changes in our life can feel like a shock, just like jumping in a swimming pool. And over time, we adjust, we adapt. Our bodies and our minds are literally designed for it. Exhale here. Begin to press yourself up. So you inhale, tuck your right toes. Find your 3-legged dog. Same thing, you can open up your hip. Now as you exhale, find downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop down to your knees and make your way onto your back. Prepare for bridge pose. Place your heels onto the earth and relax your arms down your sides. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, bridge pose. Breathe. Lift your hips. I totally love to find a bind underneath my heart. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Create space between your chin and your chest. As you lift through your hips, think of matching the engagement between your glutes and your hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Windshield wiper your knees. One more time. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, rise, bridge pose. And stay. Extend tall through your hips. Open up tall through your chest. Can do the same thing. Create a shelf for your heart. Press firmly into your feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Same thing, windshield wiper your knees. As you inhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Send your left leg long. You can give it a nice squeeze to the outside of your ribs. And as you exhale, find supine twist. Stay. Relax your shoulders onto the earth and allow your knee to fall where it falls. Open up through your right side body. And you can drop your gaze towards your right arm to deepen your twist. Sometimes it feels good to stack your knees. So do whatever works for you. Exhale here. As you inhale, return to center. Send your right leg long and pull your left knee in. Give it the same love and squeeze. And as you exhale, find supine twist other side. Breathe. Find the same sensation, same open arm that feels really nice. Relax your shoulders onto the ground. Align your hips directly on top of one another. And just be. One of my favorite quotes is, "We are not human doings, we are human beings. And sometimes we just have to be." And it sometimes makes me think of the way when we choose to do before we be, we're working at our bodies, we're working at our minds. When we be and then do, you give yourself the space and capacity to work with your mind and body. That is like the ultimate tool to know how we can adapt well to our circumstances. Exhale here. As you inhale, pull both knees into your chest and find happy baby, your last stretch. Grab your ankles or shins and let your hips go out wide. You can rock from side to side, extend one leg and then the other. Whatever feels good. On an inhale, pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a really big squeeze, thanking yourself for the time and space for you. And as you exhale, find Shavasana. Ha, you made it. Take up space. Release through your palms, your shoulders, and clench your jaw. And adapt to this as much as you need. I will pull you out in a few moments. Stay just as you are. And start to notice the rhythm of your breath. Just as we started, biggest inhale of your day. And exhale, release. Let it go. Start to invite gentle movement into your space. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. As you inhale, reach up overhead, full body stretch. And turn over to your right side for supported fetal position. Use your bicep as a pillow. Thank you for allowing yourself the space that you have today for your practice. Adapting is a part of our nature, and we can choose the way we say no to the things that do not serve us, and say yes and adapt to the things that will fuel us. Thank you for doing that in your practice today, and I encourage you to bring that into the world outside of your practice. Press yourself up to a tall seat, hands at heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. We honor one another and say, Namaste. Ooh, awesome work. Thank you so much for joining.